Hey guys, well, today it is just a cold and a windy day. It was just really, really windy, but now the wind has now finally settled down. So it's really cold. It's 37 degrees, but it feels like it's about 10 degrees cooler than it is. And now the wind is now starting to pick up again. So I thought I'd give y'all a couple of updates on some of the lawn equipments. One of them being the Echo SRM 2201. If I can see if I can get its air cleaner off. I don't think I can do it with holding the camera with one hand. So hang on a second. Alright, so I finally got it off. As you can see, I was kind of doing some adjustments on the throttle cables, just so that way maybe if I can get it to try to open the carburetor a little bit more. You can see there's one nut that's missing because so here is that other nut, and the reason I'm not putting it back in is because the threads on the nut are just stripped, and so I ordered a new one just to put down onto the other side. And so I just have it on here like this, and it does seem to open the carburetor a little bit more than it usually will, but I'm not going to try it because I can't quite do all this one-handed. Also, the wind is now starting to blow the doors shut. And also, here's the bottom piece for the SRM 2201 that just clips underneath the gas tank. So I've did some sanding on it, and I'm gonna repaint it since some of the paint is chipped off of it. And finally, on my grandfather's old edger, as you see right here, I have the cowling off of it, and I brought it home with me. I got it all cleaned up, and while I had it here, I did some repairs on the recoil starter, and I think there were probably two problems with it, and it was, of course, one of them being the spring seemed a bit rusty, so it just needed some lubrication because this thing was sticking, it wouldn't quite spring back. And so I soaked it up real good in WD-40. I sprayed the WD-40 all in here just to get the spring all lubricated. That did help some, but it would still seem to stick a little bit. And so I also put in a new starter rope, and now it springs back a lot better now. That's all the way out, and it just goes back in really nice. So I guess that's all what the problem was a combination of a rusted spring, which it just needed lubricating, and an old starter rope, which that old rope just looked horrible, which I would assume that was the original rope to this machine. So I still gotta get the rest of the edger all cleaned up, so I will do all that before I put this back on the edger, and hopefully if I can get it to run. And until just once all the weather starts to warm up a little bit, and it seems like it's not going to get warm anytime soon. So yeah, so now all of a sudden it's just cloudy, and it's supposed to be really, really cold tonight. I would show y'all what the temperature would be for tomorrow, but I don't have my phone with me. So yeah, so I thought I'd just give y'all just these little updates on the SRM 2201 and on my grandfather's Edger. So yeah, and my other grandfather, the grandfather on my dad's side of the family, he still hasn't brought me the DR trimmer mower yet. So I don't know when he's going to bring it to me so I can get it running. Probably sometime next month, whenever the weather starts to warm up. So that's probably when he'll hand it over to me so I can get it running, and he'll give it to my aunt. Alright guys, so I hope y'all enjoyed this update, and I'm going in the house. So thanks for watching.